Hi everyone, welcome to our new class. Welcome to everybody in Brazil. It's a pleasure to have you, all of you here. And it's a pleasure to me to present San Silva from Cromos. Welcome, San. Hello, hi everyone. First of all, I want to thank Cromos Balloons to give me this opportunity. I also want to thank all the team that helped us with this transmission. And also to Sempertex for inviting me once again to teach and to participate of this virtual showroom. I'm here to share with all of you a little bit of my knowledge in this balloons world. Usually in Brazil, we sell balloons in arrangements, balloons arrangement, balloon bouquets. I'm responsible to teach for promos to our customers that they make balloons deliveries the whole time. But always and usually they sell a lot of balloons bouquet, a small balloons bouquet for deliveries. I'm gonna make 2 designs with this Safari theme, but you can use the same technique and made it with any theme that you want. The materials I'm not gonna use I'm gonna use 2 aluminum bar, a small base. I already glue this bar and I give some shape of this bar. I have another aluminum bar to make, I'm gonna use this aluminum bar also to give shape, to show you what I'm gonna do. He will need a hammer. This is a wooden base, so he just used the hammer with the aluminum bar and it works perfect, as you can see. Now I'm gonna give shape to this aluminum bar. I have an aluminum tube. This aluminum tube is more, it's like a half an inch. I put it inside the aluminum bar. And this aluminum tube will help us to give shape to the aluminum bar. You see, it helps us to give shape very easy. If I want a little bit more to curve, now I will help this with my hands to make it softly and give the shape that I need. Now you can see I have a different sizes in each side. Perfect. Now I'm going to put the balloons in this structure. But I'm going to need two printed balloons. One is white sand animal print, and the other one is one printed with leaf. I'm going to use the hand pump and give 5 pumps. And then I'm going to tie. I'm going to do the same with the other printed balloon and tie it. Now we're going to make a small distortion with these balloons. We are going to divide it in the middle, but not like in this way. Not from the neck. You have to do it. You have to do it right there in the center of the balloon. And you help with your hands. Struggle a little bit with the balloon, just in the center. And you divide this printed balloon. Now you got 2 balloons. It will be more or less of the same size. I'm gonna do the same with this printed eucalyptus printed balloon. It's like a little bit of distortion. We had got 2 duplets, and now we're gonna make this wonderful cluster of 4 with the printed balloon. If you want, you can have a different texture for this wooden base. He's going to change the texture of the wooden base. He have a printed round 12 balloon. He's gonna use it and shows how to do it. He overinflate the balloon. You have to inflate it bigger and then deflate it twice. You have to inflate and deflate, so it's very secure to do what we're going to do for the base with this balloon. Now, wait, another thing. I have this wooden base, and for protection for my balloons, wait a second, he's gonna show us what he used for protect the balloons. He used masking tape. He used masking tape to protect the balloon from the corners of the wooden base. He's showing us how he do it. Like this, then you are secure to work with the balloon so the corner doesn't explode the balloon. I will do it again. I inflate big our round 12, printed round 12. People is asking what is the, they want that Sam confirm that is aluminum rod what he's using. Aluminum bar. And people is asking also when he inflate a balloon, how he count the pumps. Some people count the pump 1, 2, 3, 4. For me, the correct way to do it is 1, 2, 3. For him, every time he make a move is 1 pump. So to inflate these printed balloons, he go up will be 1. When he goes down, it's number 2. When he go up again, it's number 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to put this wooden base on top of the balloon, and I'm gonna deflate, I'm gonna push my wooden base, and I'm going to deflate the printed balloon at the same time. What he's trying to do is that the balloon will cover the base. Now you have a base with the animal print texture. It's much better to this composition that we are working. It's really easy to do it. You are gonna put the cluster of 4 like this, and then you turn it down and push so the balloons cover the center of the 2 aluminum bars. Now I'm gonna have 3 different sizes of round 5. More or less the size will be 3 inches. Are gonna be clusters of 3 balloons. You fashion eucalyptus, white sand, and we make a double stuff for this orange. We're customizing the balloon. Keep Okay, he's showing us the double stuff. The double stuff is outside. He got metal orange, and on the inside you put fashion burgundy. Right, he's showing us because we were asking what means masala, and it looks like, it seems like masala means burgundy in Portuguese. Now we got 4 clusters of 3, and we're gonna use the next to tie it to the structure, and he wrap it around with the next to the structure. Once again, with the neck, he wrap it around the neck and push the cluster so it got close to the other one. I'm going to make 2 more. And he's pushing the clusters a little bit so they get really, really close. He's doing the same. And you push, so it goes really, really close. Now, we are going to use 2 more clusters, two more clusters, a little bit smaller than the first ones. He used the same technique. Okay, the first clusters of 3 that he made were sized at 3.75 inches. And the second ones are sized at 3.5 inches. These are the last clusters sized in 3.5. And these ones are small, these small ones are sized at 3 inches. He's sending a lot of hugs to all of his friends from Colombia and the other countries. And he's so lovely that he said hi to Paola, his friend, her, and Guido. Remember that if you got some questions, there is a button on the middle of your computer where you can ask them. People is asking, and the cluster of 4 at the base is round 12 printed, and the other ones are round 5. Now I'm gonna use 2 pieces of 260 and tie it in the corner. So the last cluster of the last clusters of 3 stay there and don't move a lot. When I put the piece of 260, so the last clusters that I use, one scale will move. We use the 260 to wrap, and he wrap around the 260 to the cluster of 4. Okay, right? Now I'm gonna use the foil balloons. I'm gonna use this foil balloon with the Safari theme. This balloon is from Promise. I'm gonna inflate this foil balloon with the hand pump, like an 18-inch foil balloon. I'm gonna use another piece of 260 to close, or use it as a connector to tie this foil balloon, the valve of the foil balloon. I put it on the middle and wrap it around the valve of the foil balloon, tie it, and now I can connect this foil balloon to my design by using the 260. You just need a piece of 260. He tied it twice just to be sure, and he's going to connect it to the design. He's going to wrap it around to connect to the design. He will wrap it around in any balloon of my design. I'm gonna use a cluster of 3 or 4 just to hide where you can see the valve and what he just do. It's gonna hide what he just do with 2 clusters of 3. He tied them together, but not too close. He used a piece of 260 to tie them. You will open the 260, that it will help him to put the clusters of three the place he wants. You see, it's ready. Easy and ready. Now I'm gonna put some helium balloons and show you some tricks. I'm gonna use these printed balloons, and I also double stuff this with the metal, orange metal. He make a double stuff with a metal orange and inside a one burgundy, both on round 12, and also a foil. I'm gonna put this inside a crystal clear, 16 inches crystal clear. The first thing that you gotta do is that you're gonna inflate the crystal clear. It's inflated big. Remember that it's 16 inches. He will leave some air out. This helps that the balloon expands. So it's gonna be easy for him to put all the other balloons inside. He got another foil balloon. One recommendation. We know that the best balloons to work as a professionals are Sempertex. And I'm gonna make you a recommendation. To have a balloon more secure, his trick is that he first inflate the balloons with air, and then he will inflate them with helium. That's his trick for the balloons to last more. Now he take the air out. Now he's gonna do with the other balloon too. He will inflate and deflate the two balloons. Now he's gonna make double stuff. Now we have more secure balloons to inflate them with the helium. That's my recommendation. That's how I work. Now I got my curly ribbon. I'm gonna cut 4 pieces of 1 meter each one. Cut and cut on the other part. he liked to work with the air inflators that are brand Legenda. This one that he's using let him work at the same time inflating with air and also with helium. But you have to connect the helium tank. So with the same machine, he can work air and helium. He's gonna tie the curly ribbon. To be more professional, you have to tie the balloon, the neck of the balloon directly with the curly ribbon. It's more professional, not to tie first the balloon and then the ribbon. You have to tie them both together. Let me show you. I got these two fingers that they are acting like a scissor. You take these two fingers to take the neck, and with this finger, I will grab the neck like this. Now I'm gonna take the curly ribbon. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna put it here. And then I'm gonna take the neck and pass it over my fingers. I pass it around and then pass the neck between my fingers. Once again, like my scissors, my fingers act like a scissors. I grab the curly ribbon, take the neck, pass it on the top of my fingers and go around the balloon. And put the neck where my fingers inside, where my scissors were. When I do this movement, look, when I do this movement, it's already tied the neck with the curly ribbon. It's really easy, you just got to practice. And it's look, it's a beautiful double stuff. This burgundy inside a metal, an orange metal. If you got a difficulty to tie with a double stuffed balloon, what you can do is take the neck of the balloon that is inside and tie just the balloon that is inside and cut the leftovers, and then you just will work with one neck, with the neck of the balloon that is outside, because maybe it will cause you, it's very difficult to tie the ribbon with the two necks. So like this, he's just gonna work one neck and one curly ribbon. Do the same, I use my fingers, that works like scissors, and voila. Now, he's wrapping the foil balloon 4 times, and he's doing again. Wrapping the foil balloon so it goes really, really small. by leaving the valve. He's gonna put it inside the crystal clear. As you can see, almost the foil balloon inside the crystal clear, but he leaves the valve out. Now I'm going to inflate a little bit the crystal clear, the 16 inches crystal clear. And then I'm going to inflate with helium also the foil balloon. Remember that he inflated both the latex and the foil balloon with helium. Remember, everybody, that these videos are recorded, that you can check all these videos on the memories in our website, our showroom website. On the top of the website, you can check, and it says memories. You have a whole month to repeat these classes. It's gonna inflate. It's gonna inflate a little bit the balloon inside, the foil balloon. And I'm gonna tie them together with a 260. I used the 260 to tie the balloons, both balloons, the foil and the latex, and it's ready. It's perfect. You can make this also with latex or crystal clear balloon, or also with bubbles. But it's perfect if you use it with latex balloons. Now I'm gonna inflate this round 5, the white sound round 5. 1, 2 with 2 palms. Make a doublet. And I don't need these next, so I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna do some distortion of this balloon because I'm gonna divide in the middle. I'm gonna divide each balloon, so it will give me a cluster of 4. Okay, remember, this is a fashion white sand that he's using in round 5. Can you see we made a cluster of 4 with 2 round 5 white sand. People is asking, we are telling them that the foil balloon and the latex balloon must be inflated with helium, okay? Now I'm gonna take one piece of the 260 and wrap it around the cluster. He's making this so you cannot see, to hide the neck. You wrap it 1, 2, 3, and that's enough. I'm gonna cut the excess of 260. Check it. And now I'm gonna tie the curly, the ribbon. People is asking how much time, flotation time, will endure this foil and latex balloon. This the crystal clear at 16 inches usually will last for 48 hours with helium. So because you also inflate the foil with helium, he said that it will last both balloons 48 hours. Now we are gonna produce a bouquet to finish our arrangement. A lot of people think that when you have big balloons, people think that if you have a big balloon, that they think that always the big balloon have to be on the top. But you can also work the big balloons on the middle of your arrangement. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put first the color that is light on the top. Then I'm gonna put the eucalyptus. Then the big balloon, I put it on the middle. And for the last, I'm gonna put my double stuff on the middle of the big balloon. Now you can see that all the balloons are together. They touch a little bit one with other. You can use the same technique using a lot of balloons. By using the middle, putting the balloons on the middle of the other one. But in here I have 4 balloons, but you can do it with 5, 6, 7. But always like putting the balloons on the middle of the other balloon. And remember, it's not necessary that the balloon, just because he's big, have to be on the top. This will help you to give harmony, to make a beautiful composition and a different composition. I'm not going to do it too high so you can see it in our design. I'm going to put a little bit down, lower my helium balloons. It's very important that you can check that all my color has an harmony of color. A colors harmony. So this helps that the compositions goes beautiful and it's ready. We are working, remember that we are working round 5, round 12. And if you want to check how Sam tied the foil balloon with the crystal clear. Remember that all the class will be recorded, and on the screen when you go to our showroom platform, you can check that on the top. It says memories. The next day of the class, all the memories will be ready, so you can check again the videos. Let me show you another thing. In here, I'm using a 12-inch balloons, and on the top, around 24, and is inflated at 24 inches. He's showing that he's going to need like a crystal ring. I'm going to use 2 of these rings. And we have 8 pieces of color ribbon. These are 2 meters, 2 meters. Each one is 2 meters of color ribbon. Sorry, this is not color ribbon. This is satin ribbon. Just for this, we have 2 meters. Because this is an example, but usually I work 3 meters of this satin ribbon. I'm gonna tie it in the middle, all these ribbons to our ring. So as you see, that got 2 meters, but I'm gonna tie it on the center so it will leave 1 meter in each side. Remember that I'm using a ring, like a plastic ring. And I'm tying all the ribbons. This is an example. And it's important that you have ready your round 24. If you want to use the round 24 a little bit smaller, The thing is that if you are using around 24, then don't take it to around 16. We have here. Okay, we are ready. Now I'm gonna put this ring in the center of this round 24 fashion black. Check how I put the ribbons around the balloon. El anillo. Okay. This ring, he just put the rings. It's not glued or anything right now. He just put the ring in the middle. And he is like taking one ribbon from the right and one from the left. And then I'm gonna measure 4 fingers, as you can see. And I'm gonna tie right there. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna take one ribbon from the right and one ribbon for the left. I'm gonna size my 4 fingers and then tie. And make and tie together, yes. Now I got 2 together. I have to do the same technique with all the ribbons. I'm gonna show you one more time. Take one from the right and one for the left. And I'm gonna do this with all the ribbons. Remember, pick one from the right and one from the left. Measure your 4 with 4 fingers and then tie. And the last point, now you can see he's asking if we can see it, and we say yes. Now with this point, with this technique, we got 1 point, 2 point. I'm gonna take the ribbon from this point and tie again. I'm gonna take the ribbon from one group to the other group and make another and tie again together to make another point. He's weaving with this satin ribbon. And you see that he's using one ribbon from one side and the other, and always the size will be with his 4 fingers, and make another and tie them together. So he's making a different knots. People is asking, this is not 260, what he's using on the round 24 fashion black. This is satin ribbon. This is all satin ribbon. This is just a sample how I'm weaving. This balloon is round 24 and is inflated with air. This balloon, the round 24 that he's using it to make this weaving that Sam is teaching us. Wait. You need first this balloon to make the first weavings, to weave the satin curly, the satin ribbon. And then you can weave the fashion black, the round 24, and do the So remember, this is satin ribbon, is not made with 260, and he used the fashion black round 24 as a base that can help him with the satin ribbon and can help him to make all the knots. Because this balloon helped him to make the weave If you are gonna make a small wave, you have to use a small balloon. If you are gonna make a big wave, you have to use a big balloon. It depends on your design. You can do it on the size that you want. Now I got already, I have already the satin ribbon with so he has the satin ribbon already woven. Now I'm going to inflate this balloon once with air. It's a gold reflex balloon. And he's going to inflate first big. As you see, he overinflated the balloon and now he deflated the balloon a little bit. Now he deflated the balloon. And now I'm going to inflate the balloon with helium, a little bit of helium. So I can see if my ribbon is ready. And as you can see, it's ready. But what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna inflate this gold reflex gold balloon to its total size. So it's gonna be 24 inches. It's taking a little bit of air. And remember that because he inflated and deflated the balloon is gonna be a little bit bigger. And usually the reflex balloons in some colors will inflate more than the usual size. So he put the ribbon on the top of the, or he covered with the ribbon the balloon and grab all the parts down. He put the ribbon within on the balloon and cover with it. Now I'm gonna make the base for this balloon. Let me show you for that. I'm gonna use this basket. I'm gonna use this basket. With 4 reflect gold in round 12. Glass, 4 printed glister clear round 12 with the printed with leaf. Printed with tropical leaves. I'm gonna make a double stuff because these leaves are printed in green and it's on crystal clear. So I'm gonna make double stuff because I want that the leaves are printed on gold. So I'm gonna use the reflect to double stuff this crystal clear. I'm gonna inflate this balloon with the hand pump with 20 pumps. 1, 2. Remember that when he goes up, it's 1 pump. If he goes down, it counts as another pump. 20 pumps for each of these balloons. You see how nice they look? Now he tied to make a doublet. I'm gonna make another doublet the same way. Hey, pardon. I don't like how it looks, the balloon. So what I'm gonna do, I want that this design, you can see more the design. So I push the balloon down. You see, in one, I push the balloon, in the other, no, I didn't do it. And as you see, when I push the balloon down, you can see more the details of the leaf and it looks more shiny, your balloon. Now I made my cluster of 4. I'm going to put this basket in the middle of my cluster like this. I'm going to put the neck on the top. And I'm going to tie the basket to the cluster with the 2 necks of these balloons. We have 3 colors in here. I got fashion eucalyptus. I also got reflect gold, fashion chocolate, metallic green, but I'm gonna make a double stuff with the metallic green outside and a fashion chocolate inside, because I want to make more solid green. Check when I got the metallic green alone. And check when I put the same metallic green, but with a fashion chocolate inside. I'm gonna use these balloons for this composition. I'm gonna count how many pumps for each balloon. With one pump, I'm gonna inflate this one. With two pumps, I'm gonna inflate the eucalyptus. I'm gonna tie together but I'm not gonna make a knot, just wrap it around. I'm gonna inflate one more, this one with 3 pumps, 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna tie the 3 together. And I made a cluster of 3. I'm gonna repeat this 4 times or 5 times. I'm gonna tell you a tip. I got 2 round 5 reflex gold balloons. They're the same. But depending on the way you inflate, you will got a different shape for these balloons. So a lot of people inflate the balloon like this. I'm gonna give 2 pumps, check. Now what I'm gonna do this balloon with 2 pumps too. Check the difference. They look as different balloon, but they are not. What happened in here? Let me show you. When you are going to inflate a balloon, you got to inflate the body of the balloon, not his neck. So if you just put the balloon like this by inflating also the neck, it looks like that. But if you put the balloon inside, so the neck is on the hand pump and just the body, it's outside, it's gonna inflate perfectly. It's gonna be round. That's a really good tip. Now I got here 4 clusters of 3 balloons. Now I'm gonna tie with the next these clusters on my basket. I can put one on top and one down and go with the neck and wrap it around my. You don't need to tie it. You wrap it around. He's doing the same. He's wrapping the balloons around the basket. Check. I'm gonna put another cluster of 3. And a little bit of more reflex gold. As you see, what he's doing is to cover the whole basket using these clusters. Now, this helped me to spray some water. And what I'm gonna do is double stuff 2 round 5 eucalyptus. And I'm gonna inflate it with water. It's very simple. But it help you, if you are close to a place where you can put this balloon with water. So what he's doing a water way, but he double stuffed these 2 round 5, and he used the water. So sometimes you don't have close a bathroom or a place where you can use this bottle of water to fill the balloon with water. Now you can see I have my base and with an organic design. People ask to Sam, what happened if I don't have that basket? And he said that you can also use the satin ribbon, make some knots like this. Okay, what Sam just do was like a ribbon, like the ring. He made, instead of, if you don't have the ring, the plastic ring, he made up a ribbon, a ring with satin ribbon. But people is asking about the basket. So he's gonna tell us, if you don't got a basket like this, he's gonna explain us. He's gonna explain us with this round 5. You can make a cluster of 4. Okay, I'm making this cluster like if this one is the big one. So you got in here 4 necks. So everything you will tie it. For example, you're gonna take 1 neck and tie with one of the other necks of the cluster of 3, like this. This is, he's showing us, just in case you don't got a basket, how you can work the organic so it looks this way as if you are using the basket. You can work with the necks, the neck of the cluster of 4, tie with the other's neck. So it will be, you will got the same visual as the basket, as if you got a basket. Now we return to our design. Please, he's asking for the reflex called around 24. Now we got what we got here. We got 8 points, but I just want 4 points. But I got 8, but I'm gonna use 2 together. I'm gonna tie this one, these 2. So as you see, I'm gonna put together 2 by 2 and tie them. So like this, you will only have 4 points. Check. So you will have 4 points. Now we're gonna tie these points. He's tying this to the basket. One more. Look, he's making with his knot, wrapping around on the basket. Give him a second. Trying to fix this ribbon and tie around, I think that in each corner of the basket. At the beginning, you know you got 8 satin ribbons, but remember that he needs 4 points. So what he do is that he tie together 2. So it will leave 4 points of connection. And what he is doing right now is that he's connect each point to the basket. Silva, people is asking how he appears on Instagram. So if you want to search for Silva, his Instagram is Silva Balloon Design. Now, I have this ribbon that he made with animal print, and I tie a cluster of 4 of round 5 reflect gold at 2 inches. And I'm gonna wrap it around the neck of my round 24 reflects gold. I'm gonna cut the excess of ribbon. Right now, Sam is also working with some ribbon, small ribbons, with this ribbon that is animal print ribbon. And what he do is that he wrap around this ribbon a piece of 260, and with that 260, he wrap the ribbon and the 260. He wrap around that he tied to the ribbon, and he wrap it around the reflex balloons. Now we have this balloon bouquet, the Safari balloon bouquet for deliveries. We have 15 minutes left. And we want him to show us the 2 designs, but he's gonna tell us another trick. If you are a professional in the balloon industry, sometimes you will need that your balloons last long. So what we use, that we got high shine. We got also another product that is Chromo Shine. that both are really good to help that these balloons, the color lasts long time. For example, in this bubble that we made, we use the high shine. And it's very easy to use. You just got to spray a little bit all around the balloons. In this case, it's using for this centerpiece, or sorry, this balloon bouquet. You just gotta wait some minutes and wow, you will have a beautiful balloon. El panel. People is asking also that please show the backing, the wall that he made. So we sell a lot this theme, the Safari theme. I know that everybody knows what we'll do is to make curly with these 260s. Let me show you how I made my curly with the 260. Let me do it quickly so I can show you my technique. First, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna inflate and deflate the balloon. Now I leave the air out. Then you got your hand pump. I'm gonna pass the balloon around the hand pump. I grab the tip, then pass the balloon around the hand pump. And you have to be sure that the 260 don't blend on your hand pump. You can use your hand pump or anything that got the same circle surface. Now I will use my electric machine, but you can also do with your hand pump. If you got a machine, ladies, you can do it by yourself. Remember, you just grab the tip and put it around there in the balloon pump and ready. You just inflate and it's ready. The curly 260. People is asking how many inches is the round 24, the reflect gold that he works. So beautiful, this design. In here, he made a cluster of 4 with double stuff. We make a composition with round 5 in cluster of 3 in different sizes. 3 pumps, 2 pumps, 1 pump. And I got this one that is around 24, the reflex gold. And I inflated to the full size. On my designs, he's repeating the sizes because people ask him. And the one we do early, that it's also based on the Safari theme. Oh, he's saying that the balloons can lose his shine because of the heat. Maybe it's too cold, too hot, but he usually use high shine to recover again the texture, the color, so we shining again. If you don't want to wait that the product make his effect, you can do what he's doing. To use a rack or something to pass, to use like a towel or something. You can use a microfiber towel so you can clean, just in case you don't want to wait some minutes for the product to make its effect. You are working in here with a crystal clear round 16. And he's saying that he loves to do this with the crystal clear, but in the reference there is this pastel crystal that he loves it. I hope that everybody learn about these compositions and love these compositions. Thanks for this class. Believe me that we learn a lot with all these tricks and all these tips. Thanks for sharing with us your experience. Please, everybody remember that we keep this class recorded, that on the top of your screen on our showrooms side, you can check on the top, on the right corner in the top, you will got a slide that said memories, okay? And the showroom will be open for a month. So Sam, bye-bye from Brazil. Thanks for your time.